Hello, my name is Alina Tkachenko, and along with my partner, Renan Santana, we are the developers of Urban Decision Theater 1.0. This project is supported by a project owner, Ali Mostafavi, and senior project instructor, Professor Sajadi. There are two actors in the system, the moderator and the decision maker. This user manual video will discuss the things that the two actors can directly do in the simulation. We begin with the moderator. He who is the first actor to interact with the game. The moderator sets the city budget for the decision maker between $20 and $160 million because the decision maker is only ever assigned the city budget from someone else. The moderator also clicks the start button and gives the controls over to the decision maker. The switch in the roles occurs once the moderator picks the city budget and presses the start button. Then role of decision maker begins. I will first address the decision maker's navigation and movement capabilities. The decision maker is able to navigate in an urban city using the keyboard arrows for directions: forward, left, right, and back. Also, he is able to look around the scene using the mouse movement. For example, moving the mouse to the left will cause the decision maker to see to the left of his last position. The mouse movement feature can sometimes be overwhelming, so to disable it or enable it again, you press the capital letter Q. The decision maker is currently in first point of view ground level. Using the mouse scroll away from your person can lift the decision maker in the air so he can float above the ground. This disables the gravity feature. Keep in mind that any of the direction arrows work in any altitude in this view. You can also scroll toward your person and lower the decision maker back to ground level. This feature is useful for larger view of the city and sea level, the placement of the city flood pumps, etc. There are two views currently available to the decision maker. The first person view adjusts detail to you, and the bird's eye view of the city. You can enable it and disable it by pressing the capital B on your keyboard. This view is useful to see the current state of your overall city, especially the layout of the pumps that would place and monitor. Pressing capital B returns you to the last first-person view. I will now detail to you one of the most direct ways decision makers interact with the city and its other features, the placement of the city flood pumps. Very important. You can only place flood pumps if you have at least $5 million in a city budget. Seen on the top right corner of the screen, with your mouse you can click on the pump button, and I usually do this with the mouse look disabled once I press capital B for quit, and it will attach the pump to your cursor, navigate the pump to where you want to place it in front of you, and click on the left mouse button. That's all you need to do to place the pump. The translucent blue area around the solid capsule of the pump is the area around the pump that is drained of flooding, or as I call it, the area of influence. You can easily see it in the bird's eye view. During the tide, these areas would not be flooded. This is what the decision maker would want. This city also models traffic interactions, which would be affected by flooding. To see the traffic view, you need to press left control on your keyboard. Blue represents the starting nodes trying to go to the destinations. Red represents the nodes reaching their destinations. Together, these colors indicate the start of traffic pileup. So, to conclude, the decision maker is able to exit the game by pressing escape on your keyboard. This would send the latest play attempt to be stored in a remote MongoDB database. Thank you and goodbye. This concludes the user manual.